this is what initially draws the attention in, because of what, Central Intelligence stands for when they assure that information is going to be secured at a national level. But little do they know, the only interest is that they don't know that there's a human being at the center of an attention of everyone's mindful thinking. So in order to make it rest assured 100%, you got to get really close to it, because there's no way the firefighter and his son with the puppy are going to make it through to that peaceful day. But there's a chance. Yeah. There is a slight chance for victory, and I have achieved the dog, the father, the son. But, as you can see, point of relevance, I'll just cut the video out in 2 seconds here. But the idea is that this plaza tribute is sincere as it can be. When you open your eyes up and you see the roadways past the city line, but not yet before the symbolic references that were once harmfully taken over by people with no discretion to be at an appeal of pretty much, my theory is that an instigation of Central Intelligence not having enough Central Intelligence and not being supplied the right resources to know how to prevent something like this. So the flag, kind of looks like it's waving around the air, flailing around. You got one person coming to responsibility with this kind of figure to try to help. And all I can say is that, upon leaving, you had to have somebody come here to reevaluate the actual unorthodox movement power of getting from here past, Mission Road, through the city, passing by 747 East Mission Road, passing by Aviation Drive, asking the Navy why, mortar shells and these things will not somehow affect the sound of living when substantially sacrifices have been made, because the road works both ways. You can't just ignore war being at an effect when it was instinct for them to irrationalize something that we could have prevented. In a way, that's why I do this, because it's my own responsibility. There's no point intended that maybe what I'm doing is reckless or, immature, but the reality is what it is. You got one person stuck in the middle of life with not the correct amount of financial liability to say, simple survival skills are in contempt of character. These are just things that I've observed. I'm trying to get worked out, but the process is slow, and the people, who do their job every day and get paid what they can to live, think that, everything is working as best as it can, and it just could be better. As dramatic as it sounds, but that's it. That's just the video today. See, it goes to Orange Avenue. Just get a close up, and then my Hawthorne Street is probably like, East Hawthorne Street is probably going to be like a reference to Hawthorne Heights, and Orange being all that dramatic influence of going to In-N-Out, and hanging out with the guys, making fun of shit, whatever. Seeing the power lines run through, this is the kind of thing that made sense. If you think about all the shit that I'm putting together as this puzzle grows and enlarges, and there's only simple rationalizations that you can take out of this for the consistency of what our history says about how we live. And this guy over here, he couldn't do what I did because he's got to do his job. Simple things like this. You got everyone else doing the same. You go to work, you come home, You find a new job, you come home, things like that happen all the time. My task was a very difficult and complicated task to find relativity in helping family values and store more of a grievance towards this axe. When you make a left here, as I said earlier, you pass by references that create the idea of terrorism on 9/11. Why hold back? You know what I'm saying? So this is why you got to exercise your rights and continue on. Because all these people who do their job every day depend on people like me and you to go out of their way and find the answers. Because they can't stop. And somebody has to find them. So that's it. I hope you guys had a good time.